Thank you, my dear friends, for joining us for this channeling session on this beautiful day. I am Mikos, your Hollow Earth ambassador. And today, I wanted to talk to you about living alongside nature.
It is a travesty to destroy the natural habitat of other living beings just to pave more roads, make more shopping centres, and erect more suburban tract homes.
By cutting down trees and moving animals out of their homes, you destroy their lives, thereby endangering yours. For in order for all life to evolve, there must be ecological balance on Earth. Throughout history, humans have destroyed this delicate ecological balance, thinking only of themselves and not honouring the right of other life forms to claim their inheritance and their share of land and resources on Earth. This pushing off or moving out of other species is causing a severe imbalance in the Earth, which is leading to the devastation of flora and fauna and ultimately to the destruction of all life everywhere. For all life is interdependent and intricately interconnected. What happens to one happens to all. And mankind is now waking up and starting to realize this interconnectedness. We here in the Hollow Earth have learned this many eons ago and base our lives on this connection to all life everywhere. This is also your connection to God. For once you realize your connection to all life, you automatically are reconnected to God, the source of all that is. And it is this connection that will evolve your soul and move you into ascension. When all mankind awake to their connection to all other life, they suddenly find themselves connected to God, and their trip home begins. We have already made this trip and find ourselves secure in the Garden of Eden inside Earth. Paradise is the destination on your trip too. And many are now living lives of joy and abundance right here on the surface of Earth. You really don't have to go anywhere to enjoy your life fully. You just have to make your connection in, and everything you ever dreamed of will come to you effortlessly. For this is the way life was intended to be. Here in the Hollow Earth, we dwell in peace and contentment for all God has given us. You, on the surface, live in misery, lack, and trepidation, because you have separated yourself from God, thinking that you know best or more than the Creator. Your lives have been blessed with the riches and abundance of the earth, and yet you turn away from her in your disdain, using your own methods of farming instead of nature's. Mother Earth has always produced an abundance of crops for all who work with her, using nature's law of rotation and nature's law of turning the soil into itself and letting it lie fallow to recover and restore its nutrients. By continual planting of the same crops over and over, dosed with toxic fertilizers and chemicals, you kill the rich nutrients of the earth, leaving crops that are devoid of nutrition and devoid of its life force. Without this life force in your food, your bodies decay and wither. And although your cells were meant to stay young and never age, they lack the life force to sustain themselves.
Your current civilization has moved further and further away from the soil, the trees, and the animals into ivory towers of technology, with only windows to see their outside surroundings. Many have closed the door to communing with nature and wonder why they feel so alone and so needy, no matter how much money they have. We implore you, Earth people, to return to nature. She beckons you back to be one with her again. And follow in the footsteps of your ancestors, the Native American Indians, who knew the land was part of themselves, who lived with nature and honored and revered her bounty. We here in the Hollow Earth are one with nature, one with all life, and one with God.
This is why we live such long lives and are so healthy. We know we are all part of our planet, and our planet is a part of us. When we work with nature, we work as one. When we ignore nature, we ignore ourselves. This is universal law and is critical to your survival as a species.
We bring your attention to this so you can protect your planet, so that you have a home to evolve on. Since you can't live in space, we wonder why you so blatantly destroy your home. You would marvel at the wonders in the inner Earth, the beautiful spaces and the down-to-earth, sensible lifestyles we have, all because we apply the universal law of the oneness of all life. For instance, all occupants of the inner Earth are vegetarians. Our grains and vegetables are packed with nutrients because we follow nature's laws mentioned above. Our personal transportation systems levitate above the ground as to not disturb natural growth. We walk barefoot on natural paths of sturdy grasses. There is no artificial pavement anywhere. Our circular homes are nestled into natural settings with supports that allow for nature to grow around them. Our circular homes have no need for roofs as the temperature remains a consistent 70 degrees. Our circular homes are opaque and have an interesting feature. From the inside, you can see through the walls as if they weren't there, but looking from the outside, you can't see the inside of the structure. And because of the natural energy created by a perfectly circular structure, dust rides on the flow of energy and is moved out through the open roof, leaving a perpetually clean environment. We need little sleep because our cells are always tuned and in harmony to the natural rhythm of Mother Earth herself. When you are tuned like a tuning fork, then you carry the full life force of our Mother, and your battery never runs down. Hence, there is little need for the long hours of sleep such as you experience. You are drained and run down after a day's work. But we are always as vibrant at the end of our days as we are when we begin them. We live in and with the Earth, whereas you live outside and separate from her. Hence, you are cut off, while we are part of her. This is a big difference. We implore you to connect with nature, respect and protect natural areas, turn off the mainstream noise, and let nature have the loudest voice. Being in nature is where your soul will find the balance and strength you'll need for the final push to unity consciousness and ascension. My dear friends, we send our love, strength and light to all on the surface. I am Mikos, fighting beside you for the rights of all life on our beautiful planet to experience itself and evolve.